Good
Morning.
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 Hello.
How are you all? How are you, Matty boy?
I'm okay. How are you?
Doing
How was
all
your
right.
weekend?
The weekend was nice and chilled out.
That's good. Yeah, same. Took it easy.
Chilled. You watch a little bit of the PNC?
I watched as much of it as I could as a non-Peacock subscriber, since Peacock is not available in Canada.
I had no idea where people were watching that.
Shame on Peacock for that. No, it's like NBC's new streaming service.
Okay.
You could sign up for a free trial, so it's fine, but it's just not available in Canada, which is BS. So the pre-coverage, I think like Tiger and Charlie's first 9 holes or something. Maybe not 9, but you missed the first part of the round. But I watched as much of it as I could. It was great.
How good is that little dude?
I was trying. I wish they had given some distance numbers on his driver. I kept watching, but they kept saying, "Well, his tees are up 150 yards." I'm like,
Yeah.
"That's nice." Can you explain?
Well, I think he was probably hitting.
Was
his
it like
driver-
225 or something?
Nah, probably not quite that.
Two?
Yeah, a couple, two-ish, a
Two-ish?
little bit. Maybe
Because
210,
I was trying to figure it out because the par 3 17th, I saw he was hitting an iron.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, if you can hit any iron club 150, you must hit your driver 200-ish.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn good for.
He hit that 5-wood in that par 5 that he eagled. He
Yeah.
hit his little 5-wood like 180 or something like that.
Probably has perfect distance gaps.
Unbelievable. But yeah, no,
That was great to watch.
the bantering with Justin Thomas and stuff
I
like
know.
that. And
How about him just lighting it up? Good for him. Him and his pop.
Yep.
JT.
That's great.
I love the JT and Charlie footwork comparison. It was so close to being the
Crazy,
same.
isn't it? I know.
Charlie's goes a little bit more out at the very end to get some more power, but when he gets like, I don't know, 14 years old and he's grown 2 feet probably and he's getting stronger, like his golf swing's just going to get better and better.
Like he is, you can tell, you can really see it in him. Like he's a little grinder
He is.
and like his little fist pump and stuff
He,
like that. when
he
holds
walks
that
like his
putt.
dad.
It's crazy.
And he just looks around like his dad. He's got like the same mannerisms and stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
It is great.
He also seems to be, I don't know, I think Tiger's given him the best of him. I think Tiger knows his childhood. His dad was a little on the intense side. It obviously produced a superstar, but I don't think he would recommend it for everybody. It kind of seems like Charlie's getting the good advice without like the semi
Yeah.
line crossing stuff.
There was a couple of putts I saw him hole, and he was so singularly focused, he actually forgot to even acknowledge his dad.
Yeah, he just was like,
he literally, so Tiger's like, hey, like, try,
I know.
like, you
Get outta
remember,
here,
like, I know, and the kid was just like, oh, like, I'm doing my thing here.
good for him. What
Crazy.
would that be like to be 11 years old and just,
Yeah.
they were saying he's been prepared for it in a way because Tiger's life is far from normal, so he understands like the limelight.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I thought was pretty amazing. The ex-wife and daughter attending, that's good. I mean, good for them.
I never saw it in there.
That takes some serious, like, I don't know, discipline to maintain some family like unit after something like what occurred.
Yep.
For her to just show up and be like, yeah, I'm going to support my son mostly, obviously, but she's still like, they're there. The 4 of them are there together,
I
right?
think most people, or certainly the word is that Tiger and Elin got on great.
Good.
For the sake of the kids
Well,
and
good
stuff
for
like
her.
that.
She's an angel for that, man. Because God knows Tiger earned himself. But anyway, people make mistakes. He's been punished pretty severely for what he did. So
He has.
plenty. But anyway, yeah, it was great to watch. Loved watching that. What else did I do on the weekend? I watched Christmas Vacation yesterday with the missus. Very enjoyable. Any Christmas films for you? I got to get my still game fix in before Friday.
No, I didn't watch any. Didn't watch any Christmas
You'll be due.
movies.
You'll be due this week.
Do you know what? I tried actually to watch A Christmas Carol with Noah the other day, and he screamed the house down.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling it.
It's just like, who are these ghosts flying about?
Bro, and it's like, why is everything dark and dreary and everyone's
He's
sad
like,
and like,
he's like, get this off.
no.
So I'm okay.
When you're older, son.
I know.
No rush. Lovely.
That's it. So
Anything else?
dive in
Let's
now.
get in,
Nothing too much else going on. There's
Good.
quiet time of year. We booked ourselves some flights, didn't we?
We did. You did. You surprised me. I was happy to see it.
Yeah, we booked ourselves some flights. So we've got our little trip coming up. So now it's just going to be fun over the holidays. I mean, I literally sat for 20 minutes the other day and I came up with 25 video ideas.
Did you really?
The amount of options that gives us being out there doing that.
I need to sit and wrap my head around it also. I was thinking on the kind of like content side for events in the event.
Yeah.
But I got to think about the whole as a whole, like how we're going to have the whole trip as a whole. From the travel kind of log part of it to the encore stuff they'll be able to do, the testing stuff we'll be able to do. It's great. It's just like I was saying to Lindsay, like I haven't been on a plane since the PGA show in 2019. So it's like it's almost like surreal just wrapping your head around getting on a plane and like going somewhere.
Do you know the important thing with all that stuff is not even overthinking it for a second.
Yeah,
It's exactly what it was before.
it is.
It's the same plane.
If anything, it's going to be easier, I would imagine.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
one of our mics is going crazy, apparently, for God's sake. Wouldn't be a Monday, would it? Stand by. I wasn't sitting on mine.
I think yeah.
It's legitimately every Monday. I don't see any static. I'm looking at the thing.
Yeah. I don't know if it was maybe moving or something like that, or so. It seems to be. It happens at times when we move or something. Must be one of the connections.
I'm going to put mine on the table.
Guys, we have levels on our end. So if somebody's saying that it's my mic that's not working, but my mic appears to be working.
Lindsay says your mic is blank. Starts with an F.
Says
I don't know what the problem is.
my sound is soft. Ian's levels are low. Did we swap back? Did we?
No, I swapped you back.
Swap back. I wonder if it's is it the pack on the new camera?
No. I've had it on both.
Okay, we are guys. We'll speak a little bit louder for a little bit.
No, I'll turn yours up. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Try that.
Fine now.
They're both fine now.
So funny. Half the people are going, sounds fine, half it sounds fine, and then some people are like, nope, too quiet.
Oh, okay. Let's try this again. I'm not sitting on my...
Matty, did the word rhyme with trucked?
It does.
It did.
It did and it does.
It did.
Okay. Let's get some questions, shall we?
Let's get into
You
it.
may want to put new questions in because there's 4,000 I can hear yous. So throw some new questions in, guys. I need to put slow mode on because it's not, and that's going to be an issue.
Slow mode.
We'll almost get there today. In the meantime, take this question. Here, take this question here. Garner. I think personally the question is how do you split up fittings that are multiple parts of the bag over time?
Yeah.
That's what the question seems like to me.
It is a good question. I would like to, so the kind of order which I like to do the fit is I like to see irons, then I like to see driver, fairway wood, hybrid, wedges, putter. So for that reason, I would obviously go long game, then short game.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Long game, then short game. Okay, sorry guys, 1 second. I'm almost ready.
Frankie's saying there, Tiger wedge review. I forgot we never got round to,
Yeah,
to actually doing that review.
We had them so briefly.
Well, we had them at times when,
We had them pre-embargo actually,
yeah.
if I recall. We might be able to take those on our trip with us. I don't see why not.
Yeah, we definitely could.
Should just request that with the lads because, yeah, we had them for that one day. Okay, guys, Ian's mic is not off. There's no chance.
My Michael is not off. We can see the.
I don't know how
levels
you
on
can think his
our-
mic is off. I can see.
Yeah.
I can see that it's not off. So please,
I'll try and talk
me-
loud.
driving me nuts,
I will
people.
try and talk loud.
Just be yourself. You're fine. Okay. Forgive us.
Kevin was got his Autoflex uncut into his G410. Built up to 46.75, plays at D8 and is amazing. Ball speed increase 5 miles an hour, such a strange shaft, total voodoo. Yeah, I mean, Kevin, I would say 5 miles an hour ball speed pickup. You might have more to come. I was talking with our pal LC last night, and he was saying he is a guy who's trying to get to 200 miles an hour ball speed. Right now, there's one of the guys he coaches.
Which guy?
I don't. He didn't.
The
say
big
his
lad,
name.
I think, probably.
Yeah, but tall, kind of. He's fairly thin.
Oh, he's got a couple. He's got a couple big lads.
It wasn't. So Ilsung is the guy who.
Yeah, that's who I was
really
thinking.
move it.
It's
No,
not him.
Not
Okay.
him.
Okay,
It's
different lad.
another guy.
Jeez.
But he said he sent me a video last night. The guy was like, 180s, and he says like last year he had him at 190. But he's like, do you think if I build him something long, or if we build him something long, we can get up to 200? I'm like, you could.
Yeah.
If he can find the middle of the face and he's
say,
not
that's
delivering too much dynamic loft.
tough way to play golf potentially.
I mean, what's the objective?
Yes. When you're already over 180, you're probably already hitting at 330.
Well, and if you're not tour caliber skill set,
right. Yeah, it's a dangerous game, isn't it?
It becomes quite difficult. I think your skill set needs to be pretty good.
I agree with that. Yeah, if you don't have control of the face, it would be tough to be swinging that quickly. Okay, seems like we're okay now, so I'm going to pretend that everything's fine and just go question to question. How does that sound? Okay, that's a good question, Mel. Mel's asking, why are all sand wedges stiff shaft? I ordered regular shafts and it made a huge difference in feel. That's a great question. So most shafts, Mel is correct, will come with an S200, which is technically a stiff. That is not going to work for everybody. I mean, you do wedge fits, out of 10 times, how often is it S200? Is it half the time, maybe? Something like that?
Less.
Less than half the time?
Way less.
So a lot of the time, a regular flex version of maybe their a slightly heavier regular flex version of their iron shaft would be a good choice, Mel. So you're definitely not off. You don't want to be playing stiff if you don't play stiff in your other clubs, I don't think. Robert's asking about specialty wedge to replace your pitching wedge. We did a little dabble with this, Robert. There's a specialty wedge video versus set wedge, but I can give you the gist of it. It was basically a little bit of forgiveness and ball speed.
On the benefits.
On the benefits.
Yeah.
I just found that so many people I've played with that have got the pitching wedge specialty recently. I just hate it.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 guys in my club have done it. One of them says he likes it, and he's by far the best player. So I find that to be like he's just a good striker of the ball. Not that these other guys aren't, but it's just like everyone's saying the same thing. Like I don't like it. It's not flying the way I expect. It's doing this. It's just kind of. It seems like it's not for a ton of people. I wouldn't do it.
It's really not for a ton
I don't
of people.
plan on ever doing it, to be honest, unless unless someone designs a wedge set differently. I just don't see the benefit of it. You can still chip with my pitching wedge just fine.
Yeah, I really like my set pitching wedge, to be honest. I really do.
Yeah.
The only reason I considered it throughout the summer was because I wanted a fourth name on my wedges.
Yes, that's right.
I was literally I wanted Tracy, Ben, Rue, and Noah on all 4 of my wedges.
Is there room on your P wedge now? Maybe your 9-iron.
I know. So I mean, who knows? I might still end up doing. I'm definitely going to get. I'm actually going to make a few changes to my bag. I was thinking over the weekend.
Now that we have somewhere to go.
Now we have somewhere to go, and we have reason to think about it. I'm going to change my lob wedge for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a new grind. I don't love the M grind on my 60.
Interesting.
I don't love it at all. I'm probably going to go with a T.
Ooh, the T is nice.
Yeah.
T is.
I'm definitely going to go a T. I'm going to do I've been talking about a new driving iron for a little while since this.
Yeah, we'll do some tinkering. Did you hit a few since
Temptress came into my life?
Did you hit a few over the weekend at all?
Saucy minx that she is.
Really
I've not hit a ball. No, not since we were in here the other day.
I mean, either way, that should come with you. Bring them both with you. You can do some testing.
Sure. I will for sure.
You can scream some stingers at the Dubai skyline from that tee shop.
I know.
On the Magulus course.
Hybrid has been actually.
Oh yeah, I've seen this has definitely been coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hybrid, I certainly haven't settled on that.
Nice. Woods.
Driver, I'm tinkering. My clubs are somewhere
over there.
Driver, I've been tinkering with 46 inches on the driver, which isn't a big deal for me. I play 45 and a quarter all the time.
It's just a little extra.
Little extra. Feels good.
Good.
It's definitely give me a slightly
well, we'll be testing
bigger
some new heads
a window
when we're there. So you may find something that potentially keeps up with the old sim head. You never know. Whether that's the new sim or should have new Callaway stuff to test then also. So.
I know. We need to try and get.
We'll get that stuff to meet us there for sure. Callaway and Ping can can meet us there. I would think hit a bunch of these things.
Yeah.
I want to try all those.
Mike, great question by you. I love that question. Any demos this year, lads, or is it all off to Golf Avenue?
let me pull that
We
up.
still have a bunch of demos left. We obviously held on to a lot of them, thinking that we had to try and bridge the gap between the end of the season and the new stuff coming. But we are going to be in lockdown by the time that happens. So
True.
the reality is, I mean, everything in the drawers can now go. So
Yeah.
So we will be doing like a little.
Are you going to sell them, or are they going to Golf Avenue? Good catch. Just going to adjust your mic level.
Yeah. So we will definitely.
The only things we'll have to keep are stuff for head-to-heads. 2020 versus 2021 product. That's the only thing we won't sell, I guess, for now.
Yeah.
So we can do a couple head-to-heads on the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm boosting yours a bit.
Okay, I'm in.
Sound guy, anywhere? Anyone want a job? Extremely boring.
Bradley Reynolds joining a private club versus playing public courses.
You know what? Let's put that up on the screen. That's a great question.
For me, that's
You go ahead first.
a really easy one for me. Really easy. I mean, obviously there's a premium to that. There's a cost premium, but
Is there ever? But
I don't even think it's close to private golf course experience versus public.
it's a wild scene.
It's private all day.
Yeah, and even if you can find a affordable private club, I think it's rare. But depending on where you are, especially in the States, like I think Florida has some great deals. But even out of city areas in Ontario, there's great deals. I was looking at stuff for my dad for Christmas, and the package for like 10, 20, 30 rounds or a full year membership at the course near our family cottage.
Yeah.
It's so affordable. I said to him, I'm like, just join.
Yeah.
So I would say, if you can find a way to make it affordable, it is the way to go. But obviously, not the most affordable thing. It's not. I say this to people all the time. You don't do it for like a package discount on rounds. It's not really cheaper. You can't try to justify it with I need to play 100 rounds to make my membership worthwhile. The membership is worthwhile based on the experience, the quality of the golf, the course, the service, and stuff. So.
Completely agree.
That being said, I've had great experiences at certain public courses, and certain public courses have leagues and stuff, so you can kind of feel like you're in a private situation, a club situation, right, with some friends around. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, no,
My take on it.
I think potentially little Charlie's clubs.
Yeah, I was
over
keeping
the
an eye on
weekend
those.
Have probably sparked some thoughts.
He had little Fuji shafts in his irons.
Yeah,
I
he had
noticed.
Fuji Vistas in his irons, and then he had an even flow Riptide Blue in his driver.
Did he?
Yeah, little Riptide.
Tasty.
Which was nice. That's cool there. Remy's saying, hey guys, saw some TXG head covers for the first time in my home club in France.
Stop it. No way.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
that's cool.
He said hello.
That's very cool.
Must have been a very stylish person who would rock something like that.
Ian's mic is off. It may be flickering off, guys, but I definitely don't think
Do me a
it's
favor.
off.
Just move it here. I think it's just when you turn your head. There's absolutely no chance that it's off.
Let's go under my chin.
I think it's just when you read a question, sometimes your head turns. It's on, guys. I promise you. Promise you it's on. Here, I'll boost the sound a bit. There we go. And I will talk wider. Okay. If G4, that's a good question. If G410 is the most stable driver, which we'd agree with,
Yep.
what is the next most stable? It's a great question. I actually don't know what you're going to say.
That's so funny. People are just like, it's off, it's not off, and then it's like, Ian's mic is fine.
I'm also on the Ian's mic is
Guys,
fine
it
train.
might be, to be honest, it might just be coming through the feed differently. Obviously, it's different. Certain people are saying it's great, and then others are saying it's not great. So it might just be coming through the computer.
I don't know. People don't talk the same volume. That's
What was the question?
I don't know. I don't even know what my own name is anymore. Never been more focused on sound in my life. It's annoying as hell.
Good morning, Dave Fogel. How are you, my man?
Hello, Dave.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. Yeah, guys, if the mics, I apologise if the sound is not ideal today or whatever, but let's not spend an hour fixing mics. Let's if it's no good, turn your volume up or whatever you need to do, but let's
Okay, I quit at that. Okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey, if you strike it a little high in the iron face, it's an interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what circumstance that would be under. Maybe someone who tees it up a bit on par threes, but what kind of an iron do you pick for someone who needs the face height forgiveness?
Try and avoid irons that have too much tungsten down low. So anything where the CG is excessively low.
Okay. Yep.
Right? So remember we talked a little bit about that.
Sorry, I'm listening. It's officially the last time.
Pro combo iron, remember?
Oh, yeah.
When you hit it high in the head, it was.
You said it was just basically dead, right?
It was, completely dead.
Okay.
So that's not ideal. So you definitely want to avoid anything that is overly heavy down low.
Gotcha.
Extreme.
Stuff on the game improvement side, I'm assuming, would have more meat up in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is absolutely beyond annoying. This is. Okay. How are we looking?
Santa's bringing us some new mics for Christmas.
You're mic 1, right?
No idea.
Yeah, you're mic 1. No, it's not the mics. The mics cost $1,000.
Timmy's saying Ian needs to sit on Matt's lap. That way you can share the mic.
And we'd officially have gone off the deep end, eh?
That's so funny. Yanal is saying, hey guys, the new ZX5 and 7's caught my eye, but would the upgrade be worth it over my current P790s? Looking to get away from the hollow irons. I think if that's the objective, is to get away from the hollow irons and change the feel a little bit, yes, that's a great iron to get into. I think it will be, for me, probably those two will be the two best of 2021. I think ZX5 and ZX7 will be, I think, the two probably best sellers in TXG. If I'm, from what I've seen so far.
The 7 too?
ZX7 and 5. Yeah, definitely.
I would also join you in putting a sprinkle of cash on that. The 5 is just.
Yeah.
It was point and shoot in our little live thing. It was one of the easiest to one. Okay, put me to sleep. Easiest ones to hit. Nothing. I'm just looking at audio questions. Okay. Who is Jack and who is Victor? That's a good question.
It's a good question.
It's a good question. I don't know if we've developed those personalities. I think we probably have aspects of both. There are definitely times where both of them say things when I go, my God, I'm going to be like that when I'm old.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of it, but some of it I'm just like, yep. That sounds like something I'd say.
I'm looking forward to it.
Honestly.
Sitting in a pub moaning about people.
Absolutely. I feel like I can be, if I can be healthy, can be reasonably well off and be in a warm climate, I don't see what there'll be to complain about. Bunting it down some fairways somewhere?
Hopefully not in Craig Lang. Getting
No.
shot with the nets.
Craig Lang doesn't look like the nicest place. Maybe just a bus tour, just wave to it.
Guys, if you have never seen Still Game,
you need to watch it.
make a point over this kind of Christmas period of watching Still Game.
Netflix,
the
available on
best
Netflix.
Scottish comedy show ever.
It's one of the best comedy shows
Ever.
It's
Yeah.
It's a great eye-rolling old man humor, funny, I don't know, just all that stuff.
I just think when you get into slang Scottish language,
It's true.
it's so funny, and then when you hear it from people who are funny at the same time, it's just it's hard to beat. It really is hard to beat.
It must be funnier for you, having grown up with it, but I still find it funny.
Well, the thing is, I can relate to it so much because that's, if we think about, we're talking on the live on Thursday about sort of the change in sort of even the way I would talk if I was back home and after a few pints and
Yes,
that
we
sort of
did.
stuff
We
and who
mentioned
I'm
that.
with. It's That's it. That is it. I mean, you literally, there's a whole different language to that. Like, especially the way like someone like Winston talks.
Yeah, Winston kills me.
He's just so funny.
When he gets mad, when he starts yelling at old Peggy at the butchers.
Peggy
You cow!
Peggy and her jigget chops. She's lonely. What's she gonna do?
How many you got? That's not fair. 4.
Too funny.
Better have 4 then.
Like the show's called Still Game. Still Game. It's on Netflix.
It is.
Watch it.
Yeah.
I think
8 or 9 seasons.
Seasons, and then if you go, you can watch the Christmas and New Year specials are phenomenal. I'm so
I'm going to watch them this week.
jealous you have
I
those
know.
to watch.
I have to say, I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm literally off the wall jealous.
I'll have to live stream it for you.
Somebody messaged me the other day saying that they were just, in fact, my friend Nathan messaged me, he's like, I'm just getting into this Homeland. I'm just starting season 2.
And you're like, I wish that was me.
I'm like, I hate you right now.
That's so true. You'll never have, I think that a lot about certain shows and movies. Because I'll rewatch The Office, the American Office. I'm rewatching it for probably the 15th time. And I think that I'm sometimes like, as much as I like rewatching this for the 18th time, imagine if I'd never seen this.
I know.
I'd just be dying. It'd be the
So
best.
good.
All right, let's continue.
Justin, sorry.
Yeah, no, go
Justin
ahead.
James is
Go first.
asking, have you guys tried the new TaylorMade driver or Callaway? You've tried the new TaylorMade driver.
I have tried the new TaylorMade driver. Ian's tried the new Ping driver. And we've both seen, leaked photos of the Callaway? Or have you seen the Callaway?
No, I've not seen it in person.
Okay.
No, I've seen we've done our PK session with Callaway on it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
And then kind of got the spiel. So
no, the new TaylorMade is the only one that has been struck, by me anyway. And that is as far as we'll say.
Bandit's asking, what's Homelands? Homeland Bandit.
Homelands.
Yeah, so good, Bandit.
So it's done, eh? It's
So
finished.
good. What's that, Homeland?
Yeah,
It's done, yeah.
finished, right?
This year was the last one.
Lovely. New head covers, Sean, any day now, pal. I'll check them for another update. I've asked them a million times. I don't want to keep pushing them. Sounds like a lot of these companies have had a busy fall with merchandise, and I was relieved. I was kind of like, even our T-shirt company said the same thing. They're like, we're really busy because we were trying to get them to expedite it.
Yeah.
I was relieved. I was thinking like that would just be decimated, that part of the industry, but it's good. Obviously, places are still selling some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What else can I take?
Southpaw Hacker is asking, do you feel the TSI3 is as stable as the G410 LST? No, it's not. I mean, if you want to just break it down to is the MOI the same? It's not. It's less.
Couldn't be.
But that's not a bad thing. MOI is not something everyone should chase. There are times when you want to decrease the MOI for certain players.
Really?
Yeah. There's the MOI is not something there are implications to MOI in the same way that there are implications to taking away MOI.
So all things being equal, if manufacturers could get every driver to a maximum MOI, that wouldn't necessarily be the best thing in the world.
Correct, and I think that's why Rad Speed has really blended that, because obviously the anti-MOI is way at the front.
Yep.
Right, versus all the weight being at the back.
Okay.
So Rad Speed adding a little bit more weight at the back, but quite a bit more weight at the front should destabilize that driver. But if anything, we saw the opposite.
It was very
We
stable.
saw it to be the most stable that we've tested. So
interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
not
not a
for-
one-to-one thing.
No, there are times when you definitely you can sacrifice MOI for speed, lower spin, different launch conditions.
Yeah, and that's based on strike height essentially. Because if the MOI is too high, is that you trying to hit some like toe-y draws at times for people, like strike manipulation, or is that all to do with
It can be
launch conditions?
Yeah, launch conditions mostly. Yeah, launch conditions mostly.
Even like on center strikes?
So a center strike, a lower MOI and a high MOI.
Oh, it's not the same thing.
It basically doesn't react differently.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
There is really no like concrete answer to that.
No, there's not.
Because a center strike is only relative to everything else.
Yeah, and it's the same with exact same argument as people would say that a higher lofted driver is more forgiving than a low lofted driver.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for the person who decreases the loft, they take the low lofted driver and change it, make it unforgiving.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
person who adds loft to the low lofted driver, they make it more forgiving, so the player can completely change the characteristics of the driver.
It's like me and famous Sammy playing. He has an 8-degree M3 or whatever it is, and it's turned down.
Mm-hmm.
He can spin it at 3,500 any day, and he hits everything straight. If I hit that driver, I could hit it, but it would be very unstable. It would be all over the place for me. So it's a good point. Delivered loft is like the sneakiest forgiveness thing ever. I think the last couple weeks since you said that to me, I've just felt better hitting shots because I have, 10% more delivered loft on every club. Everything is less of a struggle. Everything. I get a lot of people need to reduce it, but there's got to be some percentage of people that have my issue also, where they feel like they just can't keep the ball on line. You see this leak? Little Callaway irons?
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know why are there so many irons? There's 3 irons.
I know.
Then there's, maybe it's not that many, is it?
It's interesting. I mean, it just seems to be
there's Maverick too.
Everyone has so many products now.
I know. Yeah, it's true. The fitting, is that the influence of fitting, you think? The extra SKUs in all these companies' lineup, the extra drivers, heads, the extra models of 3-wood, the 7-8 different models of irons. Is that because they've realized you just can't keep shoveling people into 3 models of iron and 1 model of driver?
Yeah.
It's better for the consumer, you'd agree. It probably isn't better for the manufacturer, and it probably isn't better for you as a retailer because there's more stuff to carry.
I think it's great for us as a retailer.
Do you? Okay.
As a fitter, maybe not a retailer.
Sorry,
as a fitter.
as a fitter,
it's great because it kind of offers more confusion as to which one you should buy.
It makes your expertise more valuable.
Yeah, more reason to come because how do you pick between the 8 and 1 brand?
Yes.
If you look at Titleist, Concept 1, 2, 3, MB, CB, T100, 200, 300, 400. There's 9
so
irons.
Many. Yeah.
9 irons.
Yeah, and that's if you pick one brand, which you wouldn't.
I know.
Yeah, that's very true. Anti-left shafts for a right-handed golfer. I just saw that pop up. I'd take it.
Anti-left shafts.
The Hulk?
Hulk, yeah.
Ventus Black?
Ventus Black, for sure.
What else you like? One more anti-left.
I answered this a few times, actually. Some people were saying anti-left for different things. Like, should I go with a bigger grip? And then somebody said, I want to go less left. So hook normally for the righty. Should I go with a tip stiff shaft? And then somebody else say, I want to go less left. Should I change the face angle? The reality is you compound all of those things.
A little bit of each.
You do all of it. It's not, it's not anti-left, do that with a shaft. It's the grip, it's the shaft, it's the build, it's the face orientation, it's the strike point. It's literally all of these things. I mean, why do one when you can do 5 or 6?
Sorry, that just caught my eye. You need a word for that. What did you call that again? Compound?
Yeah, compound club fitting.
Yeah. Everyone should remember that term. It's very, very relevant often.
Yeah, I mean, I think compounding and sort of achieving success through marginal gains is something that a lot of people will find success in any industry from doing, and we've applied that to club fitting, and that's why we're pretty successful at doing that, because we don't just attack any problem one-dimensional. We'll come at it 5 or 6 different ways, because not every way is going to be as effective as the others.
It's true, especially every single person is different.
Everyone's different.
It's kind of like when you go for a very above average or high quality fitness training, and you would know this better than most. The trainer works just as much on your nutrition, your any injury issues, your flexibility, your strength, your heart, lung capacity, heart health, all that stuff, and that's health, right? So health to some people, I eat well, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
That's kind of like saying, I'm good at golf, I hit my driver well, or you know what I mean? Like it's interesting, but I think that's becoming more common in pretty much every sport, in even just everything in life. I think people are taking a more complete approach to it, not just saying, whatever, I'm going to quit smoking this month, now I'm healthy, or I'm going to hit balls this month, I'm going to be better at golf. It's
such a good point. I mean, it's something I've been kind of looking at a lot. So one of my friends he's just like a health freak, and so he's been giving me some little hacks, and he's like, okay, in the morning, the first thing you do is you get up, go to the bathroom, and you will rinse your mouth out with this solution, because all the bacteria that sat in your mouth overnight, say you take a drink, you basically will then swallow all that bad bacteria that's been gathered in your mouth, and you'll put that into your system.
Okay, so you're saying you need to basically remove it?
Remove it, then drink a litre of water, room temperature
Really?
water. Yeah.
A litre?
A litre. First thing you do.
How many minutes do you have to do that?
I mean, just take it over
The
like
course
10,
of an hour?
15 minutes.
Okay, 10, 15
Take it
minutes,
down.
okay. So you need to drink it.
You know, all these sorts of things.
Huh.
Yeah, and that's before you do so basically anything.
Have you been doing this for a while?
Yep.
How long?
Well, so he probably told me this about like 10 days ago
Okay.
or something like that. So
You noticing any difference?
yeah, I've definitely. I mean, it's holistic. So I've been doing. You know, I'm back to the gym. I'm eating well. I'm doing all these other things. So I can never really probably say that it's one of them.
And that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
Because I've felt that way with certain things I'm doing with my health, and it's kind of hard to say, well, is it that's doing it?
I know.
It's like, well, maybe, but you're also doing 8 other things.
And the therapy's been going really well
Oh,
in my
good.
neck, so like
Thank
I don't
God.
really have any pain anymore.
Really?
That's kind of went away.
Mine is way better too.
which
Probably the
is-
first time
is
we both
great.
had
I know.
limited neck pain for like
Yeah.
2 years.
I know.
It's great.
It's good.
Are you still doing the cryo?
I haven't done cryo. I actually thought about doing cryo today. I was thinking about that because
First thing?
yeah,
You come
I was-
in and
I-
you've got
I
icicles
know.
coming off your eyelids.
I know. I was thinking about that.
Have I died?
Alex Morrison. Ian needs to pee every 5 minutes. So this
You must get used to
friend
it.
of mine, Nathan. He drinks 6 litres a day.
That seems like too much.
6 litres a day.
thought it was 8.
He's a lot bigger than I am.
Oh, he's a big lad. Okay.
Um,
Is he also like, yeah, I've heard that if you are like you're maintaining size, you need a lot of
a
water.
lot of water.
Like you need to pound water.
And also, I think your body, if you are consuming a lot of water, gets really used to flushing it through your system and flushing the toxins out and stuff like that. So, but he
6 liters.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. That was a good little tangent.
Aye.
I feel fitter and healthier just for having been in the room. Take one if you want. I'm just up above a bit.
Justin James, guys, any tempo drills that you would recommend? Well, my man.
You're in luck, apparently.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, right. Yes.
I mean,
yeah, that's hard to beat.
This-
Chef recommends.
this little badger is so good.
We got to bring that with
So
us
good.
to trip.
So I've not been really hitting many balls recently, but every time I'm in here and we film on a Monday and a Thursday, like I'll just pick this up and make a few swings with it, the little Practice Plus, and it just
Fuji
it
MCI?
feels great. It feels so good to make a few swings with it.
Do you like scrape the first few? I remember when we tested it, the first few.
No, it's funny, isn't it? Because I was struggling with it a little
you've
bit.
developed
Yeah.
the. That's really interesting.
Yeah. No, I've definitely developed better timing with it.
It's good to have something like that where I was talking. I mean, it's the conversations we had with Gareth a week ago about pre-round. Do you really expect to be able to fix anything in the hour before you play? So what really should you do that's constructive? Something like that seems very constructive. You can hit your first 10 balls with the tempo shaft in it. I don't know why I'm calling it that. That's not what it's called, but the practice shaft from
Plus.
Fuji. And then you've calibrated something, the tempo, but you're not out there going, I'm going to work on my wrist angle right now, and then you're teeing off at 16 minutes, which I've done so many times I could lose count, but that's a good one. I agree.
Yeah, I like that.
Great
one.
pre-round thing.
Just something to keep in, keep in your bag. That's right, 100 and,
I know.
130.
Yesterday I was keeping an eye on it.
That's a great spot. Sticky Biscuits.
Sticky Biscuits. Great,
Old pal, Sticky Biscuits.
great name. Yeah, 130. Hot. When was 100? I was kind of thinking like we were on a good pace.
August. It was August.
It was August.
Yeah, I
Wow,
thought
was it really?
late, I thought it was
August.
late
Dude,
July, but
time
it
is
was
just
August.
ceasing to exist. What's going on with the story? You posted a little story this morning? Oh, that's really nice. Is that from last night?
I never posted that.
Mikey. Good job, Mikey.
Let's see it.
Set of irons, the new little build card that Mikey sends out.
Love that. Very
Go to our
cool.
Instagram and look at that. That's sick. Sorry, what I was looking at was when we got to 100. I believe you. I'm just curious what the date is. August. I remember it happening. It was on a weekend.
Yeah.
There it is. Good guess. August 2.
August 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
So August, September, October, November, 4.5 months.
Yeah.
Let's call it 5 almost. 30,000. It's good. I think it's still some of the fastest growth we've ever had, save from contest periods.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cheese? Just tossed in there. What's your favorite cheese?
Not a huge cheese guy.
No way? I love cheese.
Not a huge cheese guy at all. Not huge.
You know my favorite cheeses, Kieran? Pretty much all of them.
Oh, is it really?
Love cheese.
Even the sweaty blue ones?
No, I won't be.
No.
I take that back. If it's tastefully in something, if you go to some nice restaurant, there's a bit of blue cheese in something, I'm not going to thumb my nose up.
Yeah.
Am I going to a steakhouse and saying, make me a burger and put a fistful of blue cheese on there? Zero. I'm not going to do that.
No, exactly.
But like cheese in general,
Yeah.
I like a lot.
Yeah, I'd be
love a cheese.
a rookie on the cheese plate.
Another water. Oh, I'm not an expert. Lindsay knows more about it than I do. She loves a charcuterie board and what have you.
Yeah.
You want a water, butter? You good?
I'd love one, yeah, thanks.
No, full of cotton this morning.
Oh, Tyler, what's your favorite wine?
Ooh. What is your favorite wine? You know more about wine than I do.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge wine connoisseur, but I've had a few nice ones.
You like a little red, don't you?
I love a red wine. Oh. I'm a Silver Oak guy, Napa Cab,
Oh, yeah.
Silver Oak.
Napa Cabs.
Yep, that would be my
Fancy.
choice. We had some nice, Mike and I had, he was around for dinner the other day and we had a couple of nice Bordeaux reds.
Fancy.
Yeah, that was good.
Very nice.
What about you?
I prefer white. I won't say no to red, like in
Crisp.
Yeah, I like crisp. I like a refreshing, crisp white. But yeah, red. I think in the right situation, if you went, I think if it was something like someone had like a really expensive bottle or something at a steakhouse, I would definitely have some red. I don't not like it, but white I could drink like juice because it is. Which is my favorite? Couldn't tell you because I don't know shit about it.
Timmy's asking, is anyone watching the world? This is a random live today, and I'm kind of enjoying
I'm
the
enjoying
fact
it.
it's
Where's
random.
this question you're taking?
Timmy's asking, is anyone watching the World Darts Championship?
We should be 180.
Who's winning? Who's winning? Who's the favourite?
I tell you
Let me
who's
know.
watching that is our Mizuno rep.
Chris will be loving
Mr. Chris
it. yeah.
Caldwell
You
is.
know. Did we have a call with Vosh today?
We do. We're talking to Mr. Vosh, I think at 1 or 2 or something like that.
So I need to double check.
I know, it's in my calendar. That's how my life goes. If it doesn't come up as an alert, it doesn't exist, but it's in my calendar. 21st, 1 p.m.
1 p.m.
So we'll chat with him for a little bit at 1.
Love it.
Speaking of him, speaking of Mizuno, when was the last time you ate haggis? I mean, you love a stereotype.
I love a haggis.
Do you?
Oh,
I've never
Love
eaten it
haggis.
prepared in a way that I think would be good.
have you had it?
Yeah, but it was just like it was at some like stupid cultural like heritage thing at a museum or some shit. It wasn't the way that I'm sure it could taste if someone actually knows how to cook. I'd be willing to try it, absolutely, but it's kind of like, I don't know, like meatloaf. I think most Americans will hopefully know what I'm talking about. Like if you watch a lot of Food Network and stuff, or you eat at restaurants, the trend right now is like modern American or modern Canadian.
Right.
Or like upscale, so they'll like upscale burgers and all this kind of stuff.
Kind of bistro sort of.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff is becoming very common. And I think comfort foods that are not necessarily seen as delicious, like meatloaf and all this stuff, it's only not delicious if like your mom or your grandma was a crap cook when you're a kid. Like we went to, prime example, going to Nona Blue, Graham McDowell's restaurant.
G-Max Restaurante.
Meatloaf there was outstanding.
Unbelievable. I love that meatloaf.
I love stuff like that. So like someone that like a modern Scottish chef that understands how to like season food properly, makes a haggis at like a nice restaurant. I'd be all over that. It's probably great. It's like sausage basically, isn't it? In a way, it's kind of like sausage.
So good. I know Bryce is saying the description of haggis isn't very good, but I'd be willing to. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to be reading about.
But do you know what's unfair?
What it is.
What is sausage? Think about what a sausage is. It's not much better.
You know, people will say, "Well, don't have normal bacon, have turkey bacon."
Why?
You're not taking a strip off the turkey. I can promise you that.
Doesn't look like that.
That's kind of packed and rolled and.
It's a log. It's a log.
Yeah,
Turkey log.
It's not a strip off.
And there's nothing wrong with it,
for sure.
but it's not for me.
No, so no, haggis is good. Haggis is nice.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's really
I'm trying to remember when I actually ate it.
We'll have it when we go.
Yeah. I think I ate it at some school thing. It was bad.
I tell you what, Timmy's got me in the mood for the darts. Absolutely love the darts.
I would embarrass myself at darts.
It's a good thing to do that. Everyone gets dressed up. Everyone wears fancy dress.
I'd be over that.
Have you ever seen that?
Caldwell showed me it, and I was in disbelief.
Yeah,
I'd be down for that.
Fun
thing to do at a bar.
Yeah, I want to go with Caldwell.
And attend one. Oh, hell yeah.
I want to go to the World Championships.
Maniacs everywhere.
Yeah, go to London for like a weekend. Go in on like a Thursday, and then leave on like the Sunday. So maybe go to the darts on a Friday night.
So the city would just it'll be like the Olympics are in town.
It's the best. It is the absolute best.
I love how popular darts is, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's the best. Whisker, we're going to get your question. Whisker is saying, what golf gift would you like to get for Christmas, or do you own everything golf? Can be anything related to golf. Good question. Okay. You first.
I don't.
Okay, I'll answer.
Nothing I want.
I would love a golf trip. Mm-hmm. Lindsay wants to get me a gift, and she said this before, something to do with a golf trip. One year she bought me a travel bag, my Ping travel bag she bought me, so that was a great gift. Mm-hmm. It's tough. When you either buy everything you want for golf, like I do, or you receive it through your extremely fortunate connections like we do, tough to buy for. But when it comes to golf, like what would you want? I think experiences are always good.
Experiences are
I think to me, you should buy someone, I think you should, if you're looking for someone who golfs, buy them a round of golf or several at a course.
Really good idea.
At a course that they wouldn't play because it's too expensive. That's what I think. I think you should buy it because it's not a gift if it's just, personally, I think it should be something extravagant, a little bit at least. Like buy them a round that's a bit more expensive than they normally play because they wouldn't go. Mm-hmm. Then they'll remember it, go with them or whatever. That's, I don't know, you can buy your own Pro V1s and whatever the hell else. Like, it's
honestly, trust me, buying someone a dozen Pro V1s, it fits a price point, but no one's going to be really thankful that you bought, that they received a dozen Pro V1s.
It'll be fun in the moment, but I think...
I don't mean that against Pro V1s. I mean
I just mean
like a dozen golf balls.
Yeah. Because it's a commodity.
Buy a TXG gift card. But that type of thing, like,
because then you can pick
never mind TXG, like...
Anywhere.
Like, buy a fit for someone, do a little bit of research. If you live in London, buy a gift card or a fitting with Golf Principles.
That's so true.
Buy one with Jason at, not Golf Principles is Jason's, at Precision Golf.
Precision, that's right. Precision.
If you're in Florida, go and see Brian LaRoche. Go and see Brian for a fitting. That's a great gift for somebody you love.
Or like a lesson, like a high-end lesson, like send them to go see Andrew Rice or something like that for an hour. Like, yeah,
and just whatever you do, like my man David says, don't buy someone iron covers. So
friends don't buy friends iron covers.
I done a little quick Q&A last night, and someone asked multiple times, "What are your thoughts on iron covers?" And I'm just like, no, and like he sent me a personal DM, like. Well, why not? Like, is there a reason you don't like them?
What? What do you mean? No one likes them.
No one likes them.
I have a buddy who uses them. I have to continue ripping on him for it. He likes to keep his stuff nice, which I understand.
I literally think it'd be the worst thing in the world is having to take your sock off, put it back on.
Oh, I can't think of anything worse.
Oh, man. It'd do my head in.
I can't think of anything. I don't even like taking my driver one on and off. Usually it just goes on the cart if I'm riding.
Absolutely.
Because I'm lazy. All right, we're not going to make this an iron covers live, because that would just completely end the day.
Bryce is in. Quick Q&A, there was like 100 questions. Bryce, like, if I honestly showed you how many questions last night, there must have been 2,000
I was going to say, you must start getting over 1,000, right?
There are thousands. I mean, I was scrolling just to see how many there were. Probably took me maybe 5 minutes to scroll to the bottom of it.
That's nuts.
It was insane. I mean, obviously people are on holiday season.
Yeah.
Lots of people had time yesterday or whatever, but
that's awesome.
It was unbelievable.
That is awesome. This is interesting. Good question that a lot of people, I think, will find very helpful. Would a higher lofted driver, which was lofted down, sit more open than the same driver which was standard?
Of course.
Yeah. So that's a yes, Chris. Absolutely. So 10.5 down to 9 will look more open than a 9. It is more open.
Yeah.
Because it is. Yeah. Good question.
Brian's saying, is Toronto allowing visitors? Mel is about to buy me a flight to TXG.
Not yet, Brian, but you can buy the flight. You can buy the flight. Hopefully soon. My God, open that damn board.
We're coming to you. Put it.
Yeah,
that
we'll come
way.
to you first.
We'll come to you.
Have her buy us a gift card to your place, and we'll come.
I'll buy Matty a fit down there. How about that?
That'd be great. I'll come in with a mustache on. I'm going to do what Gordon Ramsay does when he goes to that those undercover restaurants. I'm going to dress like an old man. Or Jamie Sedlowski did it. And then I'll go see Brian for a fit. And the rest is history.
Bandit, did you initiate condom chat in the live?
Oh, boy.
All I see is Bandit attached to all sorts of
Condom chatter?
conversations, TXG condoms and things like that.
I don't want to be associated with the liability.
This is cool. Peter Rodriguez. I saw the power of TXG on Saturday. I saw a video from last week and purchased the Bertie. Saturday night, the president of Bertie emails me to say, how did I find out about the product? I
That's
said
awesome.
TXG. So the president of Bertie sent me a message yesterday.
Did he?
Saying that he spent all weekend fulfilling orders.
Because you casually mentioned it like 2 times?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. So he said all weekend doing orders.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's amazing.
I love to hear that.
And if you have an indoor simulator, the best choice for teas is Bertie.
Yes.
It's. I wish I had found them.
Yeah, when you opened the shop. Yeah. Or 10 years ago.
I would love. I can't even give you I can't even show you both our match right now. Alex's bay over there still has the Turf Hound slot in there.
Yes.
It looks like a disaster.
It's not good.
It's a disaster.
Yeah. This looks
Your
crisp.
mat over here looks like
Yeah.
perfection.
It does.
That's because you use the Berties.
It is. There's no nonsense.
Nothing.
No broken crap everywhere.
You can put the golf ball wherever you need to be. It doesn't have to be. I mean, that's a 2x4 piece of turf.
That's the best part.
That
Yeah.
you have to hit off a very small bit
Hate
every
that.
single time.
Hate that.
Here you can hit off the whole mat. You can spread the wear, and you have 8 different tee heights. I love the little thing.
Behold,
It's so good.
various heights for your pleasure.
Yeah.
Poor guy's not going to be able to leave his house. He'll have UPS
Love him.
living there.
Love it. He deserves it.
He does. It's a great thing.
Anyone who
a great
develops a great product deserves.
I totally
the
agree.
success.
I think you'll
Good
want
for you.
to take this question. Or I'll take it for you.
Curious to your perspective as a business owner, will TXG have a vaccination requirement for entry? We will not be requiring vaccinations, no. Humans have the right to choose whether they get vaccinated or not, so I will not be asking.
Thank you. And any place that does should get your tail feathers up, in my opinion, my limited opinion. Oh, Edwin Watts has Berties. Fantastic.
Good.
I've never been in Edwin Watts. I'd like to take a gander at one. It looks like a very classy store.
Edwin Watts was when I was my first ever trip to the States. I went to the one in Orlando, just off kind of like Turkey Lake, Sand Lake, Turkey Lake.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
little
I
intersection.
actually know where that is now.
Because
The
we
old
stayed there.
Turkey Lake,
The
yes.
old Maduri Inn.
The Maduri was there.
The Maduri was right there.
What's the real name of it again?
The Drury.
The Drury.
The Maduri.
You haven't even been in Maduri there, Ian.
And I remember Joe and I would have spent 2 hours in that store
Yeah.
easily.
Just enjoying yourself.
Just loving it. So big. There's so many different things. And at that point, I don't think I was really. I'd probably just get into the kind of golf industry and stuff like that. But it was
Was that long ago?
yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's nice. You always remember stores like that you visited as a young lad.
Yeah.
What do I think of the NHL having an all-Canada division? I think it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I'm not yelling at you, man. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. For so many reasons, it's not even
So
funny.
they're talking about a Canada division to stop people having to cross border.
Yeah. Do you know how many... The whole concept of that is so stupid. Most of the players on the U.S. teams are Canadian also, so... I reject it. I reject any of it. Open the damn border, for God's sake. Let people act responsibly using their own common sense. Anywho, TXG custom fitting for condoms, apparently. Does an M5 fitted shaft work in the new TaylorMade Sim?
Is that what it's called? Sim 2?
I couldn't tell you. I don't
Is that
know.
what it's called?
I have no idea. Yeah, TaylorMade tips are the same. TaylorMade tips are the same. They haven't changed. When are we heading up to Scotland? As soon as humanly possible.
whenever we can.
Summer 2021 would be.
Whenever we can, right?
I think summer 2021. But we've penciled it, no? For like a July thing?
It'd be nice.
Or do you want to go earlier? I think you want to go earlier. I think I'm speaking for myself, but I think you said like May or something. But
yeah, no, I think the way things are going, again, like not to take this into COVID chat, but I think the way things are going with how long it's going to take for the kind of initial wave of vaccinations, I don't see too much changing by the time March, April rolls around.
I think March, April will be optimistic. I think we can travel in March, April, but it has to be to a place that isn't as strict, such as Florida, for example.
The reality is with everything, the first wave of vaccinations isn't going to affect the cases. So these restrictions are based on the number of cases.
Oh, yes.
The people who are being vaccinated right now will not influence the cases because we're in lockdown right now, right? Most businesses are shut.
Yeah.
And the cases are still going up. Well, the kids are in school, the students are in university, all that sort of stuff. The kids are going to go back to school, so they're going to come home.
It's going to spike.
They're going to pass
January 11th.
Like it's flu season. People have symptoms for flu. People are going to get tested. Like the tests are up through the roof.
Yes.
But
you could literally like I hear you. I think you've taken the right summary of it is it would be optimistic but unrealistic. So I think a summer trip to Scotland is realistic.
So we would love that.
I would love to be pleasantly surprised and see a bunch of people who occupy the government positions wake up a bit, but I'm not going to put any money on it for now.
Sean is asking, any more Ontario course vlogs in 2021? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Is that our pal Sean Scarborough there?
Yeah, Sean's asking Grandview or Big One. We would love to do a little Muskoka
Big One
tour.
Sean, Big One.
Yeah.
For a course vlog, no disrespect to Grandview, but we're not filming a travel course vlog.
I don't know if Ronnie would talk to us again if we didn't do one at Grandview.
Well, we'll play Grandview, but I don't know that we're going to have a production team with us. Big One is the one you take a boat to on an island. So
Big One's a great experience.
It's a experience. It is an experience. I'm right where you are. Perfect. Time me on here. Let's take, why don't we do 10 more minutes?
Let's do it.
If we can I just want to get a video or two done before we talk to Vosh.
Ever play Cardinal golf in Ontario? No, but a good friend of mine owns it.
That's right.
No, I tell Cardinal has Redcrest as part of it, so I've played Redcrest.
Yeah, that's the good one.
Yeah.
Redcrest is the best one.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been asked a couple times. Let's take this. Oscar's asking about KBS irons, high balance point shaft like a KBS in the irons. What are the benefits?
You can play them longer without having to have too much weight down low. Feel like you're swinging a sledgehammer.
Longer, yep. Okay.
Gives you grip weight options for certain people.
Heavier, bigger grips, obviously, kind of thing. Leather, perhaps.
Those types of things.
Fantastic. Speaking of leather, I still want to do that test.
It's coming. It's coming. Those grips are en route to us.
Can't wait.
A wooden sticks vlog. That would be. I think that would be.
I've still never been. Still never been.
It's good. I mean, it's novelty factor, obviously.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
it's high, right?
It's really good. I mean, even just you stand up the first and you see the church pew bunkers.
Yeah, like I'd love to see that.
And then you get to hole 3 and 4, and you've got Amen Corner. You've got 12 and 13 at Augusta.
That's a great.
So cool.
That's a great choice to do 2, not 1.
Yeah, and you've got you've got the big scoreboard.
I didn't know they did that.
They do all that sort of stuff, and they update it with who won the tournament that year and stuff. It's really
good
cool.
for them. No, it's ridiculous. It's 35 minutes from my house. I've never been. This is a question I believe I can answer. I would say that is a guaranteed yes. A TXG golf tournament, either home or abroad.
Yeah, we did. We spoke about it, didn't we?
Yeah, I think now we have a little more clarity on what we want to do for charity. So I was talking to Lindsay about it yesterday, actually, ironically. I really want to make that a priority this year. A charity event, raise as much money as humanly possible for a couple causes that we choose. So whether we do one locally and in the States, because that would be the busiest area, whether we do 1 or 2, I would say there's no way we're not doing one. We're doing something.
Yeah.
We're doing something. I feel like we kind of came up with the idea or started considering it in like September, it was too late to start that conversation. So now we're talking about it in January, in December. We've got tons of time.
Yeah, we have some time. Well, that's our neighbours over at Athos, over at the gym. I remember talking to them during the first lockdown. They wanted to partner with us on a golf tournament and stuff like that. So
Fantastic. For like
yeah.
their clients and stuff?
Yeah, they just they've again same sort of charitable
Great.
sort of wishes and sort of mindset. So they want to do some. So it'd be great to sort of combine.
Partner with.
Yeah, to do one with them, and obviously we've got our charities we'd support. They've got their charities, but we combine sort of the event to make it a bigger networking event and stuff like that.
Don't see why not.
Be a ton of fun.
Yeah. There's good options in the GTA that have 36 holes too, so you can have a higher capacity.
Yep.
What else? What else?
I think we had talked about doing our first TXG tournament at Orange County National, didn't we? We talked about doing that as our first one.
We did.
So somewhere that people can travel to. Florida. There's so many of our viewers and subscribers are based down in Florida, that sort of thing. So
no, I think if not there, somewhere near there would be perfect.
Nice to see the thumbs down brigade in the house today. Nice. It's always nice when they're watching.
Yes. Hello.
It's always good. Hello.
Thank you for your support.
Every video, seven of them.
It's usually 7.
Every single video.
If it's under 7, I'm like, well, that's a good video.
Well, do you know what? And it always ends up gets to 7.
Yeah.
Because
we say it.
Because they watch every video.
Right.
And then they thumbs down it. Yeah.
Maybe it's one person with 7 accounts.
I think. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Pretty sure I know who it is.
Ah, boy.
To be honest, like I'm more than happy for them to be watching.
So am I.
Contributing.
Engagement. It's good for us.
The funny thing is, they think their thumbs down means something of value. Right. They're so outweighed
that it actually helps.
That it actually makes them look stupid.
It does. It also makes it look. Well, I think if right now if it was 150 to 0, people go, oh, that must be fake. There's no way you get 0. So it validates it.
It makes them look.
You guys you're really fulfilling a great service right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
TXG karaoke. Just drink enough and it happens.
Oh man, that's gonna happen.
TXG karaoke happens all day.
That is gonna happen.
Jimmy, how much am I cheating myself by still using my Nike Covert 2.0?
Jimmy, come on, my man. Come on. A lot.
You're cheating yourself, Jimmy. Yeah. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself.
Yep.
To anything but that. Literally anything but that.
Is there a Galvin Green soft shell waterproof quarters? There always has been. I just don't know if I saw one in the catalogue this
soft
year.
Shell,
soft
but
shell.
waterproof.
Yeah. I mean, they're showerproof. Like you can be out in a light shower and the water will bead on the top. Here's an idea. Sorry, just
no, it's fine.
In my head.
That's what this is for.
Next year, I really want to do TXG ugly Christmas sweaters.
Oh, I've got a source for them too.
I really want to do that with your favourite sayings, my favourite sayings.
It's a great idea.
What
a great idea.
Different kind of things.
Some real beauties too.
Some really good ones.
Yep.
Some really good ones.
Mark that on your calendars.
Yeah. Guys, let us know if you would buy a TXG ugly Christmas sweater and join us.
Yeah, maybe a matching hat even.
Yeah, I think that would be.
All right, well, take one more, and then I think we should sign off because I just think we should get a little head start before our phone call.
Paul, where's my man there? Paul Hartley is asking.
Hello, Paul.
Ian, what would you sing at karaoke?
Okay.
What would you sing? What would you get into?
Dude, I have to be so drunk to be doing that in front of anybody. What would I be doing after 48 drinks? I feel like recently the songs that I really enjoy, and they're never relevant to what's new or stuff I actually listen to, I would probably end up singing Goldfinger, the theme song from James Bond, because it's always in my head for a million different reasons. And another song that I always sing and it drives Lindsay insane is what's that? It's Barry Manilow. It's like Mandy. You came and you gave without taking. I always sing that to the dog, so she likes that one.
Sydney.
So I think Sydney. Yeah. So I think one of those two would be the ones that I would belt out because I do it anyway.
Yeah.
Doing it while I'm making dinner.
I know. I mean, it depends. So it depends if you're doing it on your own.
Yeah,
or if you're
a
doing it
big
with
difference.
friends
It's
and
a
stuff
big
like
difference.
that. So like if you're doing it with friends, for sure there'd be a bit of proclaimers in there.
Yeah.
500 miles. For sure there would.
That's right.
Normally the go-to back home with the boys would be we'd end up singing some Oasis track.
Yeah, I think that's
Something
pretty common.
like
a Wonderwall or some
like
action.
Wonderwall or Don't Look Back in Anger.
Someone said that about a minute ago. Don't look back in anger.
Don't Look Back. Normally that's what we would rock out.
That's amazing.
I mean, we used to, the poor people, I think back to the
The poor people.
in our pub that we grew up at. I mean, we used to take it upon ourselves at a certain point of the night just to dominate. It wasn't even karaoke, it was just a jukebox.
Yes,
and we
you
would
just lived there for the evening.
literally, and we'd just pop in like, £10 or whatever. And like that'd buy you like an hour and a half of songs. Yeah, and then
It's
literally
very reasonable.
the poor people in the pub would have to listen to us just blasting out every song that we loved.
Well,
Very good.
I'm sure you weren't the only one.
I know.
I'm going to take this from Joe Golf Christie because he has asked it a couple of times. I believe Joe has it right. Before he goes and buys new irons, should he try weakening the loft on his T200s to make them less hot and fly a bit higher?
Yes, you could definitely try that.
Fairly bendable a T200, for a
not
degree,
too bendable.
but
Not
don't
too
go
bendable.
crazy with it.
Yeah, a degree.
Wrench
maybe
an
a
old degree
and
out of
a half or
there?
Something like that.
Okay, it would help. It would help.
Yeah.
Before you replace some brand new irons.
Rob is saying Bon Jovi Living on a Prayer.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Good luck to you hitting that high note. I've seen many people fail
Crash and burn.
miserably.
Fly,
Crash and
fly
burn.
too close to the sun
Oh,
with
man.
wings of wax.
I mean, and the build really building up, and they try and hit that high note, and it's just like, just don't get
I
it.
just start throwing up.
So good.
Karaoke. Karaoke's a time. It really is.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
One more.
One more.
Because it wouldn't be alive if I didn't say one more 4 times.
No.
Thank you, Sean. We accept your connection and we will be in touch. Thank you. That's a yes. Eye of the tiger.
Eye of the tiger. Absolutely. It's all very, it's all
great
very
song, isn't it?
karaoke related.
It is. That's okay.
Right now.
That's okay. Okay.
Good one to finish on. Heard a mention of a driving iron shaft video a while back. Still in the
Driving iron
works.
shaft.
Shaft video.
Sure.
Um,
I thought we had done that.
shafts. I know we've done with irons. I'm not sure if we've done a driving iron.
Well, I'll tell you
shaft
what.
video.
We'll save it for. I think we want to do a driving iron like shootout, and we can do the shaft related one in there. But we'll wait until bracket time almost maybe, so we have all the stuff in stock. But yeah, we'll do that. Sure. We love a
MJS
driving
golf, my man. On a golf trip to Penina, the pro tried to sing "Small Town Boy." It was Taggart. There's been a murder. That is so funny. Taggart was an old show back in Scotland. They used to be on and stuff like that. That was the guy, Jim Taggart, who was the main sort of policeman. That was always his main line.
His one.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
There's been a murder.
That's hilarious.
Penina, what a place.
Where's that?
Portugal.
Oh.
Amazing. Amazing. What a place. I used to go there every year. My dad and Joe, we used to go every single year. And
Wow.
so good.
That's a must.
A must. What is our opinion on PXG 0211 irons? I've saw that a few times today.
Never tried it.
I've never tried them. I've retrofitted a few people into them. They seem all right. There's not a lot of tech going on. I think you'd be as well with a Haywood or a sub 70 if I'm being truthful.
I think that's pretty fair. It's
from
not.
what I see.
They would admit it. It's meant to be their budget iron.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're gonna buy a PXG, don't buy that. Buy
listen,
something else.
They're down to what, $89?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
No, they're giving them away.
at that point, I wouldn't even worry about whether it's a PXG or it's a Haywood or sub 70. They're all very similar anyway.
Yeah.
At that type of thing. So
I agree. That new milled iron that got, I don't know if that was a leak. I think it wasn't a leak. Golf WRX posted it. Their new milled ST iron looks pretty tasty from the old PXG. Maybe they'll grace us with a set to test. Okay, well, let's close with a happy holidays.
happy holidays.
Merry Christmas,
laddie.
let's say it.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Or whatever
happy-
other holiday there are other holidays, Hanukkah
I never
and such.
thought I would get around to actually saying happy holidays, but actually now it comes fairly natural to send people a message and say Have a great Christmas. Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
If you're celebrating Christmas, then Merry Christmas.
Aye.
If you're not, then Happy Holidays. Yeah, enjoy. So we are going to film.
Schedule.
Yeah, we're going to film a bunch today, which is good. But you will not see us on Thursday because it's Christmas Eve. And we're going to be relaxing. So Monday will be the next live.
Yeah, we'll be back a week today. On
Week
the
today.
28th.
28th of December.
Yep.
Back to our regular schedule that week.
Schedule.
But we'll have some videos, depending on how many we accomplish today, for you this week.
Yeah, exactly.
Any other news? Any other parting words?
No other news. Trying to think. I've got a few different things up with us today. I would like to do a little hazardous RDX Blue. I've brought that Mitsubishi, the new blue board.
Oh,
shaft
yeah.
For you to try.
Forgot about that.
And
That sounds good.
maybe throwing a little Ventus Blue is something that's performing really well.
I think so.
The Battle of the Blue Shafts.
Yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Oh, Big Al's almost at 50k.
Is he? How close?
That's exciting.
How close is almost?
Let me see.
I did a little video games with him on the weekend. He said he was moving that way.
He's coming up 47. He's coming up for 47.
Good. Yeah, he said he definitely noticed a few hundred after we
That's
were
great.
chatting about him. So
Well, guys, if you don't subscribe to Big Al, go do it right now. That's your Christmas gift to us.
Aye.
Is going to go and do that. So tell your friends.
and even people you don't like, tell them too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
We will see you in a week. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yep. Have a great time, guys. Enjoy it. Hopefully you're
Yes.
finished work by now, and if you haven't, hopefully it's tomorrow or something like that.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy this one. It's going to be an odd one, but hopefully you're still getting a chance to see your nearest and dearest.
Yeah, make the best of it.
Make the best.
What the hell else can we do?
So we're going to get through it. We absolutely will, and we'll be doing our little bit with our videos.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Be unchanged.
I think if we are going to be any days we won't have videos.
I don't see a reason that we would have anything but one per day. So you can look forward to that most days by noon or 1 p.m. Eastern, depending on when I decide to get out of bed. That's just how the thing goes.
That is how it goes. You will see it.
You'll see it.
You will see it.
All right.
All right, guys, take care. Have a great Christmas, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.